If it hadn't have been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd be married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
One heck of a show, boys.
Yeah, there's no better way to blow off steam at the end of a day than dudes singing a cappella versions of pop hits.
Too right. Who'd have thought we'd make it through our missions and end up back here drinking hot chocolate?
And singing a cappella.
And singing a cappella.
Oh, the mission. Those were the days.
The poor days.
Oh, the hard days.
The long days.
I once tracted for 6 hours straight. No lunch.
My companion and I once knocked doors for 10. We had to get special permission from President.
11 hours, no lunch break, and no contacts.
12 in the rain, no contacts, and got pushed down a flight of stairs.
Well, when I say 6, I only count the hours that we were ejected. We got let in a lot that day.
We once rode our bikes through a storm so bad that we were able to brew a week's worth of hot chocolate from the water in my left shoe alone.
We once rode through acid rain so thick it melted the spokes on our bikes.
Well, we once ran through a hailstorm with hail so big it split my companion's head open. Through the helmet.
Of course, we had it tough in our mission. We used to have to carve our tyres out of coconut shells that would fall on our heads while we were sleeping.
Yeah. We used to have to catch rats in our louvers, otherwise they'd gnaw through our sleeping bags and chew our toes off.
Nylon sleeping bags?
Yeah?
We used to have to use the Hessian sacks from the potatoes we bought. And let me tell you, the potatoes do not like sharing.
Hessian sacks. Luxury. We used to have to find leftover pieces of cling wrap to wrap ourselves in, then we'd call one of the local boys over to finish wrapping our hands and face and then cut a couple of breathing holes for the night.
A couple of breathing holes.
Yep.
What I would have given for 2 breathing holes. We spent 4 days and 4 nights locked in our apartment during an air pollution event. All we had for food was oats and water, and all we had to listen to was EFY music.
We used to dream of EFY music. All we had to keep us company were the footnotes to Mormon doctrine, a Janice Cat Perry songbook, and 2 copies of The Miracle of Forgiveness with the last chapter ripped out. That's depressing.
Well, I miss my first area, you know. It was tough, but we loved it. There was only a couple hours of sunshine through the day, so we'd have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Then we'd have 30-second showers each before the pipes froze over. We would then sing the only 2 hymns that were translated from English. We would then try and head out and get a couple of hours of really good member work done before coming back inside because the streets are now dark and the devil's playground.
Member work?
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Anyway, you were lucky. We were kept awake at night by the screams of the dying animals in the slaughterhouse next door, before having to get up for a shower on the roof of our apartment. Now, I say shower, but it was just us standing outside while it rained on us. We'd hum the tune to our favourite hymn because singing was against the law, and then we'd head out for a day of having doors slammed in our faces by the people who actually liked us. Then we'd race home at the end of the day being chased by a pack of wild rabies-infested hounds native to that area.
Right. We used to get up in the morning at 10 o'clock at night, half an hour before we went to bed, after we'd been up all night praying that our apartment wasn't the one going to be bombed the next day. Then we'd wake up in the morning, lick the frost off our windows for breakfast, spit shine ourselves from head to toe because, well, we were too poor to have a shower, and B, it never rains out in the desert. Then we'd head out for a day of mumbling the name of the church to passers-by for fear of being killed by government spies. Then at the end of the day, we'd come home to find our apartment had been the one bombed, share a cold can of Spam between the two of us that we've managed to salvage out of the wreckage for dinner. Then we'd head out to try and find new accommodation before doing it all again the next day. Beat that.
That's cute. I served in the office for 18 months.
And you try telling the 18-year-olds that these days.
They won't believe you.
Nah.
No.